I got 15
It's like
of them.
fact
too.
or fiction.
Yeah, that's really what it is. It's gonna be like did someone ride an alligator in the hurricane or something? Like, but more realistic.
Of course. Yeah, ride an alligator in the hurricane.
It's
Because we're
not
not in
Florida.
Florida.
We're both like immediately.
Yeah.
It's not Florida.
I don't know. Some of these you'd be
Florida.
surprised. You're like, oh,
Is Texas
that's
like
Houston.
the stepchild of Florida?
No, that's Houston. You're like, yeah, okay.
All right. Well, welcome to Southwest to Normal.
Yeah. Yeah. Southwest to Normal. Welcome to Houston, where the takes run wild. Brad and Ashton slinging homes and busting sides. From barbecue to headlines, to who pays the tab. If it's weird, it's welcome. Yeah, they'll run with that. Southwest to Normal. Southwest to Normal. Brad and Ashton, let it roll. Southwest to Normal. Southwest to Normal. If it's weird, it's welcome. And the stranger's home.
We are talking moving. We're going from the north to the south. We're talking about moving into a neighborhood that maybe you don't know anybody. You don't know, have any friends. You've never been around anybody. You're not human anymore, okay? So we're talking about moving from another area to a new area. We're also going to be playing a game, and we're going to be playing a game, and it's called Houston or Not.
Houston hoax.
Houston or Hoax.
Yeah.
Houston or Hoax. I'm super excited.
It'll be fun.
And we're also here with our guest today is Jess Barker. Jess Barker is right here at Keller Williams Southwest. She is the market center
We don't
administrator.
really know what she does, but she's around.
She's physically here in Keller Williams Southwest.
Yeah, every day.
So welcome, everybody. Welcome her. Give her a big round of applause. And thanks for being here.
You're so welcome.
Oh,
You're
so good. She's got a lot of knowledge. She's moved a bunch, and so we're going to be talking about
Red flag, ain't it?
all that. Red flags for everybody. All right. We are here to talk about, first things first, everybody please rise.
Please rise.
Please rise. Mayor Ashton, please come on in and address your masses.
Hello, my fellow constituents. Citizens of Houston and Greater Fort Bend Empire, Mayor Ashton is here to address a crisis that affects us all. No, not property taxes. It's not the weather. I'm talking about Houston traffic. Now, I've reviewed the complaints from the people. Apparently, it takes 45 minutes to an hour to drive 12 miles. Some of y'all spent too much time on Highway 59 that your kids think Buc-ee's is a relative. Thank you, excuse me.
I'm like, isn't it relative?
I've also received reports that when one raindrop hits the windshield, the entire city immediately forgets how to drive. We've already discussed that previously, but now I have to bring it up again. Citizens, if your hazard lights are on while you're moving 70 miles per hour, you're not creating safety. You're creating confusion. Just want to make sure everyone hears that. Furthermore, whoever designed the interchange between 59, 69, Beltway 8, and 610, and every other road existence clearly believed that GPS technology would eventually solve all the problems. It has not. It is the most confusing ever, especially if you're following your GPS. You just got to know, which is a concern because all of you do not know. As your mayor, I am proposing the following solutions. Every driver must prove they know how a zipper merge works. 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1. It'll drive you nuts. If you brake for absolutely no reason, you must buy breakfast tacos for everyone behind you. That's great. Anyone who says it's only 20 miles away without mentioning it's in Houston traffic will be charged with misleading the public. And we can find out the consequence for that later, but you won't like it. But despite the traffic, despite the construction cones that have been in the exact same spot since the Obama administration, despite the occasional Altima weaving through 6 lanes of traffic at Mach 3, we still love Houston, Mach 3, because nowhere else can you find world-class food, incredible diversity, and 2-hour commute to a place that's technically in the same city. This has been Mayor Ashton addressing the masses. May your green lights be plentiful and your exits never missed.
Mayor Ashton, hi. This is.
There's no time for questions.
No, sir, please, just one question. One question,
One
please,
question
sir.
only,
Thank
one
you.
question only.
Thank you. This is Brian Gumbel from CBS News. You were referring to a zipper.
It's called a zipper
like
merge.
on your pants.
No, a zipper merge. I tried to explain it to you. It's actually the correct term. You
Think
are
of how
probably
a zipper works.
So you are one of the people that don't know how to merge then, huh? This is why we don't take questions from CBS. CBS can't merge.
Excuse me, I feel affronted.
So a zipper
sir.
merge, think about how a zipper works. Each side goes 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and it gets zipped up. So when you're merging, if you go 1 and you go 1 and 1 and 1 and 1.
Okay,
But it's not
sir.
1 and 1 and it's
Brian Gumbel again
Thank you, guest.
from CBS News. What if your constituents aren't wearing clothing with zippers while you're?
Well, I think
in the
everybody
traffic?
knows how a zipper works.
Okay.
hi, Trent Crane with the Independent.
Look,
No, Trent Crane. No.
I'll answer questions later.
But what if-
I gotta answer my first question?
What does
kind
it
is this?
look like as a
We're not
button?
asking questions that I don't get to answer.
What does it look? No, because he's thinking of a button. He
look,
wears button-ups.
So hear me out. Hear me out. Let me listen.
How
now.
do you
Let me
button
go.
merge?
Yes, sir. I have buttons.
If you don't know what it is, please call me at 281-619-6609, and I'll answer all of your questions, and then I'll put you in a good place where you don't have to merge.
Or
Mayor
you make
Ashton,
merging
Realtor
into
Ashton,
the new home.
I'm sorry about our guest. She doesn't know.
Hi, thank you,
I know everything.
Mayor Ashton. Yes, can I ask a
One more,
question?
one more,
Thank
one
you,
more,
thank
one
you.
more.
Betty White
I'm a nice
from
guy.
the Golden Girls.
Okay.
Hi, so you propose new traffic, but what about people say more lanes? Equal,
More lanes.
better.
Always is better.
Okay.
That's a Houston motto.
The Houston motto: bigger is better.
Bigger is better. More lanes, the better.
Okay. What do you say to those businesses and those homes that are on those roads that you want to expand those lanes?
Hey, more traffic, more business. It's always how it works.
Not
More
at the
lanes.
expense of my lobby.
Well, guess what? The government has a thing called eminent domain. You will be compensated for that.
Okay.
And the more traffic, the more business. It's always big is always better. Houston is always bigger.
Hi. One more question, please.
Oh, my goodness. How many are we gonna get?
Hi. Zoran Mamdani from New York City.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well,
I love everything you're saying.
do you?
Yes.
Wow.
I do. Government, take it.
Whoa.
I'm a huge fan.
No.
Huge fan.
Okay, well, this is eminent domain. It's always been a thing.
I love it. Let's do it. Can we put a
I still believe in private property.
Can we please put maybe some government-run establishments along these roadsides as well?
No. We are all for capitalism.
But grocery stores.
But no, don't matter. I'm here for more traffic for your businesses. Capitalism always wins.
All right, thank you, sir. For the
Actually, one more address. No questions after, please. One thing I forgot to mention in, because I wrote this before I drove yesterday, I was actually on the phone with my fellow co-host when this was happening. Roundabouts. The whole point of a roundabout is to prevent traffic. You're all supposed to go. There's no stopping. It's just get on and go. It's to prevent the four-way stops and the red lights and all that. So everybody can go. I don't like to say good things about Europe, but they know how to drive a roundabout. We do not. Just go. It'll work out. I promise.
whole gang of yields.
I was
over
on the
there.
phone with Brad yesterday while people weren't going in the roundabout, and he not realizing what I'm saying.
I thought you were yelling at me.
He's like, I'm like, just go. You can go. And he's all like, what? And I go, this stupid roundabout. He goes, what are you talking about, roundabouts? I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm driving in the middle of Sugarland, and nobody knows how to do a roundabout.
There's like 7 roundabouts in all of Houston,
Yeah.
and you happen to be caught on one.
on the one right there at LJ and what is that? Behind Austin Parkway?
Yeah, and you're just going around and around and around and around and around, and you're going, oh, hey, look, kids.
I'm just trying to take one stop. Like it would have just been a right-hand turn, but we want to be fancy now to roundabouts, which is fine, but nobody knows how to drive in them, so they just cause more traffic. So as your mayor, I'm working to get rid of those too.
All right, thank you. No more questions. Thank you, Mayor Ashton. We appreciate you being here once again.
My pleasure. I'll be back every week.
Guys, thank you. Thanks, Jess, for being here. Jess Barker.
Jessica.
You just moved to Houston. You did not live in Houston or Texas before moving here, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Never lived in Texas.
No.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, there's a lot of people who don't ever live in Texas.
There's a lot of states in the United States.
There's a lot of countries in the world.
Right. There's a lot of places.
I'll be Texas forever.
I
want to be buried in Texas. I want to be born in Texas.
You're like, Willie,
You were
roll me up
born
and
in
smoke me
Texas.
when I
in
die.
Texas. I'll be buried in Texas.
I want to be born in Texas. I would like to be born in
prefer
Texas
that.
as well.
Oh, Texas till I die.
Texas till you die.
Texas forever.
So, Jess, you're not, though.
No.
And I'm not either.
It's okay.
I know. Thanks.
So, where...
Thanks.
Give us a little idea of where you grew up. Where were you born and raised?
Here.
Ah. Yeah, this is also an audio podcast.
So for everybody who could not see my high five, Michigan.
Okay.
Right in the west center west.
For those Midwest folks, that was the tip of the mitt, not the tip of the mitt. And she went on the bottom right-hand side of the palm.
Yeah, right over near Grand Rapids.
Okay.
Yep. So I actually grew up, and pretty much stayed in a very tiny town that I often refer to as a cornfield because it was like that. We had like drive your tractor to school day for like a senior like spirit week day.
Cool.
Cool.
Like everybody had guns in their cars. Does that count like it's Texas?
Which is strange for
Well, no,
Minnesota.
because we were like
Minneapolis.
Michigan. We were
Michigan.
so close.
It's an M state.
No, it wasn't strange
They're
where
all
we
the
were
same.
because
Who cares?
everybody
They all blend in.
everybody went hunting before school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was like a normal thing.
Like 4 o'clock, get up, go hunt.
Sit in your
then
deer
come to
stand
school
and then come to school smelling like deer pee.
and bloody.
Yep.
I mean, that's a great smell. I love venison.
Yeah.
So you lived there for how long?
37 years.
No, a lot of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
years.
because you've only been here like 2 years.
A year.
A year.
A little over a year.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So you came down here for work
Ish.
ish.
Yeah. Work adjacent.
So
It was a good time for a shift. For a change.
when you were living up there, did you own property?
Yes.
Or did you rent?
Owned.
You owned.
Yep.
And what, let's just give the people a little bit of info. When you purchased up there, what did you buy your house for? And how big was it?
This was back in 2018.
Okay.
And I bought it for I think we settled on 145. And it was 2 bedrooms, 2 bath. We added on some stuff like right away. On about an acre and a half, surrounded by state land.
Older
there's
home,
no
right?
issues. Yes, it was actually a former prison warden's house. It was maintained by the state for like
That's
eons.
fun. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Did you have like a jail underneath?
No, but we are very well aware that there were tunnels that led from like the old prison to like our house.
So how close was the prison to your
So the
house?
town I lived in.
Was it prison town, I guess?
It was. It was actually surrounded by 5 prisons. We were known for 2 things.
It's like Mayor Kingstown, isn't it?
Having
That's how it
the
is.
world's
That's what it is.
largest free fair. That's what our town was known for.
Free fair?
Yeah, so it's like a fair, but
like
you don't pay to get in.
Like a county fair.
Yes.
Got it.
But it's like the largest one that's free.
Okay.
It's not special. And then
Well, it's free. So what do you expect?
and then we are also known for
Oh, a picture fell off the wall.
it's the one he didn't like. He cursed it. We are also known for the amount of prisons that we have. So at one point, I think we had 3 IMAX prisons, which are like
I
the
tell you,
super
this
bad.
TV show was based off this town.
And then now
like the intro to Mayor
it's like
Kingstown.
2 IMAX prisons, and then there was
When you say IMAX, do you mean that they
Maximum
have really
security.
big
That's like what-
theaters?
I'm thinking
yes, yes.
that was my first thought, and I go, no, I think this is like the worst of the worst.
think
You know,
it's
they're
like-
not watching movies. They're not watching
James Cameron came in and built this prison.
Right.
They're not watching
Christopher
movies.
Nolan's
That's
like,
right.
here we go. I know where I'm investing. No,
But
it
we
is.
only play prison movies.
It's just the movie Life
Gotcha.
with Eddie Murphy.
It's that one or Shawshank every single day. Every single
So,
day. What's
speaking
the one
of
with Eddie Murphy,
Shawshank-
now that we're thinking about it,
Life. That's what I
Life,
just
that's a
said.
good one.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, that one's good.
Yeah.
No,
so,
no Green Mile. That's too too hopeful.
We can't have we can't have them
inspirational.
think that they're too good. No, it's Shawshank and it's Life. That's what it is. Every day on repeat.
That's
Okay.
IMAX.
all right. So you grew up in this small town surrounded by prison and
Yes.
murderers.
Yep.
And you lived there for 37 years.
Yes.
You came down here. I wanted to talk about that though. So
Yeah.
you bought in 2018 in this rural town, and you paid, what did you say, $185?
$145.
$145 for an acre.
It's not what I was expecting for Michigan, but
So
It was a good time. It was that
It's a little bit of a
2018
surprise.
like sweet spot where it was like definitely a buyer's market. And this was in an estate. The women that had it, the children, like they don't live around there. So they're just like,
crazy.
get rid of it. They liked
It
that I
is.
had a daughter and was raising a family, and they were like, we love you. Here you are.
That's so good.
it really is.
So
a good
you sold it?
We did.
You still own it. You sold it. Okay. What'd you sell it for?
208.
So a little bit of increase,
Should've
and you
kept
sold it in
Sounds cool.
24, 25,
24.
24, and you moved down here. When you were looking for a house, how did you, or down here, an apartment?
Apartment right now, yes.
So when you were looking for an apartment, how did you search?
Well, first, I'll say that we went the apartment route purely because was not comfortable just buying a house, like by looking online, even by like someone giving me like phone videos. Like I don't know. I need to know the neighborhood. I've like seen the horror stories, heard the horror stories, need to know my neighbors, etc. So when looking for an apartment, it was honestly probably not the way a normal person like looks. Like my husband works in Katy. I work obviously in Sugar Land. So we were trying to figure out Sugar Land versus Katy. Everybody was telling me to find somewhere in the middle. I don't like the middle. So we ended up in Katy. But for me, it was like access to freeways.
What the
because I
hell
knew
is in the middle of Sugar Land and Katy?
Richmond, which is like the
It's like left.
hottest area
But
out right
It's
now.
like left.
but if I was buying,
Fulshire, maybe.
Fulshire is not
No,
the middle of
Fulshire's-
Sugarland.
no,
What are you talking about?
Fulshire's-
That's a
That's what
good
I'm
30,
saying.
40 minutes
Like,
here.
you're
Richmond
like-
is the middle because you go down 99 and you hop on wherever at 59.
I'm looking at like living situations that they're
Harvest Green would be right in the middle.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
What are you talking about?
he'll believe it when he sees it.
I just think like Sugar Land goes straight to like Katy, and then Richmond is like west a little bit.
It is.
But
I
if
mean,
you're looking for like
If
the
you're, like,
middle,
crow flies, right?
It's really
what I'm thinking
Richmond.
of.
Richmond is about
But-
as middle as you get because
Yeah,
Katy's
it is.
more up north.
And I live in Richmond,
Yeah.
so
Which is, and I live in Richmond, which is in the middle.
It is
because
in the
it's
middle.
halfway to Sugar Land and halfway to Katy.
Yeah, agree to disagree. Agree to
And
disagree.
you're like, yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
the Bermuda
It
Triangle.
takes me the same amount of time to get to the Katy office as it takes me to get to this office.
oh yeah, I did say that. So
Yeah.
He literally proved the point.
I really
but
did
now,
say that. But
this
that
is
doesn't
not
mean
the
it's the
truth.
middle. So you were looking though, and how did you look though? Did you go to
So-
apartments.com? Did you get with an agent? Did you? I know
So-
you're related to agents.
Yes. So I did. I was very fortunate. It's okay. So this piece of it's also very different than Michigan and was weird to me. You guys, I've never seen real estate agents so heavily involved in apartments and leases and things. That's not a thing in Michigan. In Michigan, you're on your own. Like you want to go rent, great. You go to the property management. You go to the landlord, whatever it may be. There's no money for agents in renting. You can't get like a locator fee or anything like that. So
Really?
it just doesn't happen. Mm-mm.
Okay.
So I didn't know that coming down here. Obviously.
Another reason why Texas is better.
Texas is best.
TBD.
Look where you're living now. So, I mean,
I like where I'm living now. I'm not complaining.
look where you are.
Anywho, I kind of had two things. So we have a very large dog. That was like filter number one. Worked with Nikki Barker, the real estate agent. That's who we're related to. That helped
I don't
us
know who that
tremendously.
is.
I know. No,
She used
foreign
us.
name.
She used us. That's what
I didn't know you doofuses yet.
That's right.
we don't know who that is.
Nikki Barker of the Barker Group. Look
Oh
her
my
up.
gosh, quit saying it. Goodness
So,
Brad Countryman of Countryman Homes.
and yes,
I can do it too.
You can see. And the mayor of Fort Bend. You guys don't need help. You're good. Neither does she. But regardless, I worked with her. She was kind of walking me through the process. She actually sent me some places she thought was, meeting or would meet like our expectations, kind of what we needed. It was pretty painless and quick, honestly. Way quicker than I anticipated it being. So that was great. But for me, my biggest things were, did it feel like we had space? Did it feel like a safe area? What was the outdoor situation like for the dog? A lot of places like have dog parks and things like that. And then how close am I to like a major freeway?
Yeah, and I bring that up because you came from a state, a very far away state. Your state borders Canada. Your state is north of Canada.
It is.
in one part, and you're moving to another state that you essentially don't know anything about, right? So that's why I bring this up. So, real quick, just a sidestep. A lot of people want to know how apartment locating works in Texas. Do you want to mention this?
I'm gonna let you take this one.
Okay, rental locating, whatever. You
Like
want to
I can
talk
do
about.
rentals. I actually have not put anyone in an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of rentals and putting people into rental homes, but that's also kind of just our market around here. I think you do see more people renting homes than you see apartments.
Yeah.
Especially when you can get them for roughly the same price.
Essentially
And
the same price.
Exactly.
And you get a yard and you get
a
the
yard.
house
Yeah, you
and
have
you
to
get-
deal with the maintenance, but even myself, I would rather live in a house just for the yard.
Yeah.
Just to have a normal house life. But yeah, you are renting. But it is very, very simple. I can search it on our MLS just like I can search for a house to buy and find all sorts of rentals.
So I know tons of people who make a living just on apartment locating or rentals.
Now
right?
that one, I don't quite know how they're doing that because that would drive me a little insane.
Well, let's talk about how they get paid. So
typically,
that's how they do it.
Not that part of it. Like a landlord will compensate an agent to typically within the first month's rent is what an agent would get.
Yeah, so historically, everything is negotiable. Yes. However, you can typically write into the negotiation or the representation that the landlord is going to provide 100% of 1 month's rent to the representing broker. What that means is like the listing agent, the listing lease agent is going to take 100% of 1 month's rent, and then if there's a co-op agent or an agent on the other side, right, then they will split that 50-50 typically. So with the people that I know that do it, so shout out to Sterling Wooten, by the way. He used to be here at KW. He is a absolute monster, and he's a killer at this. So that's all he does. Is luxury apartments,
which it can work.
Homes.
It can work, especially when you get out into get the luxury and get the nicer and the things like that. Tenants typically can be a little bit frustrating. It can take up a lot of your time. They want like you always say, buyers maybe don't tell everything. Tenants, I feel like definitely don't explain all of their circumstances.
I will agree with that 100%.
I mean, I'm working on one with you right now and I didn't quite know all the information.
And I was surprised that there was more information than what was
the
provided.
information we just got today is actually better. So
okay, good.
Yes.
We're not throwing anybody under the bus.
No, of course not. No, because we're all human. But I do think tenants can be frustrating, but a lot of times, especially like as a newer agent like me, tenants is a good way to start making some money, to get your feet underneath you. And guess what? Eventually, tenants are eventually going to buy as long as you're educating and stuff like that. So it's a good way to build an internal sphere as an agent.
Yes. As a consumer,
yes.
What were you looking for in a 1-year lease?
So that's a really good thing because I hear like your point about leasing a house, because you'd rather have a house and a yard and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I agree wholeheartedly. The reason why that was not what I wanted to do, because I very specifically didn't want to do that, is because we do plan to buy. If we liked it down here, if we found an area we were going to buy. So I don't want to start building a home in a leased space.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's a lot easier for me to
You're not
kind
as
of set up.
attached to the apartment as you would be.
Correct.
Because you would actually start building a home in this leased house.
And we kept it kind of small. Like I didn't need a big apartment. I just
you made
needed
it where you want to get out of it.
Yes,
I think.
yes. Enough. It's like enough for just my husband, dog, and I. That's all we have. So like it's perfect size for that.
Yeah.
But it helps me so I can envision what I want in the future a lot easier when it's so simple. It's so simply structured.
I don't want this.
I know what I don't want, and it's this right here in front of me.
Knowing what you don't want, honestly, is a better way to approach what you do want.
Which is why
10 out of 10 times.
What I do think what you're saying, though, plays into with why I think it is cool, especially if Texas is unique with that, on why renters can use an agent.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can drive me nuts because I think sometimes tenants can be a little too picky. And I'm like, okay, you're only there 1 year. We don't need everything to fit your boxes. But at least you can be a little bit, hey, I want my room's a little bit bigger than this apartment I've been living in. I want a yard. I want this to look this way. I need, I can look on the MLS and tell if it allows dogs or not. Instead of you having to call all these people and do all this, I can do a simple search and help find what fits your criteria better.
Well, and the way that I run this is I would sit down with you, and Nikki already has your background, right?
Yes,
so she already knows where you're coming from. She already knows the answers to these questions. But if I have somebody who comes to me and says, hey, I want to rent, I sit them down and I make them tell me why it's necessary for them to rent, because it's never in your best interest to rent that house. You're only paying someone else's mortgage. Right? There's a growing trend online, and I see it every day on TikTok and on YouTube Shorts, of people who are encouraging people to rent, right? Well, you don't need to buy anything. Why would you want to buy it, right?
That's landlords.
It is landlords.
They don't want you to buy. They want you to rent.
They're the ones with the, and not all
and
landlords.
I love my
are
landlords.
millionaires.
Don't get me wrong, but
and not all landlords are millionaires, but
Yeah.
those people putting those videos out are the millionaires, and they're the ones who own the property.
They want you to rent. That's where it's all coming from. Yeah.
So, I think there's a time and a place. I think one of those times is moving from out of state.
And
you don't
know
the area,
yeah.
right? The other one is I'm in between jobs. Another one is I'm in a divorce. Another one is I ran into some financial trouble. There's a lot of reasons to rent, right? But it is a short-term solution. It's a long-term solution for a short-term problem?
If it's a season,
whatever.
It should fit a season of your life and not be your life.
I think I do like the idea, though, in moving. I think I can understand it. Get to know the area before you do it, before you're locked
Well, and I'm really grateful, too, down here that is how I went about it. I think there are other states and other cities where this might not be as relevant, but one thing that kind of was comical to me when I first moved here is like looking at, because I drive to Sugar Land, right? And I live in Katy. So I see both towns pretty evenly, and they're almost like little like cookie cutters of each other. Like they all have like this core, and then they all have these like individual like little neighborhoods. Like in Michigan, like we have subdivisions for sure. That's like a thing everywhere. But we don't have named subdivisions like it is here.
Right.
Like you're not looking at Telfair.
really?
You're not looking at Greatwood.
Really?
No, it's not like that
But that
at
gives
all.
us our different pockets. So, like, you could have a whole market be bad and that little subdivision just because of the name, I feel like.
But
will be a
no,
good
but that's
market.
where I'm grateful for the opportunity to rent first and see those, because like I would have never even thought about like what amenities are there, what is it coming through, what does this neighborhood prioritize, like Harvest Green, like
Master
that.
plan communities is what you don't have.
Yes, nothing like that. That does not exist.
They have it to where you don't have to leave your neighborhood for anything.
Yes, and I think that is honestly like super cool. Like that is one thing down here I do actually love that, and
Part of the reason I love it.
and to like circle back to our mayor, I honestly, the one thing about your roads that I love that
It's
is
our
better than
roads
Michigan.
now, by the way, because you are a Texan
our
now.
roads. I know I have a driver's license for here and everything.
Yeah, it says TXDL and everything.
It's amazing. No, it's
She's the one that's causing issues at the roundabout.
no.
She's the one
first of all,
stopping. There's more roundabouts in Michigan than there ever are in Texas.
driven in Europe. I can handle a roundabout.
She's the one that
like the best
but
of
she's
us.
the one that we're frustrated on the freeway and stuff.
Absolutely not.
She's
That
never
might
seen
be.
the 26 lane freeway. And she's like,
Dave-
oh my goodness, and I'm like honking at her and everything.
I've driven on the Autobahn. That's not the problem.
Autobahn
Your
isn't
guys'
this.
driving is insane. Like the first week I was here, I was like, I can't do this. Like I can't drive here. These people are psychotic.
Aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Now I'm too aggressive. I feel like, oh my
I've
gosh.
taught this in every address to my masses.
I love this.
You won't get anywhere in Houston unless you're aggressive.
I learned Fast and Furious, trust
Yes.
me. But what I do love,
I love Vin Diesel.
It's awesome.
what I do love, it's because we're family. What I do love is that you have the exits when, like, let's say I get off the ramp, right? And I'm like, crap, I got off on the wrong exit, because that is
She likes
confusing.
our Texas turnaround.
Yes, that you can just go like under the overpass and go right back the other way.
We talked about that not too long
We
ago.
talked about
Yeah.
our Texas turnaround.
Yeah.
In
like 2-3 episodes
Michigan,
ago.
you
And feeder
literally
roads.
will
You don't have feeder
go.
roads.
Well, we do have farm roads, which are similar to feeder roads,
Not
but they
the
are.
same, because I
We've
live in
already
Michigan.
had this argument. They're similar.
No.
No.
Oh my Lanta. Jinx, you guys can't talk. Now I get to talk. No, I love them because in Michigan,
This is the guest right here. Are you kidding me?
I'm so sorry.
in Michigan,
She's taking over.
it's like 18 plus miles before there will be another exit. So if you miss your exit, you're not just like going off on the next one and getting right back on in the other way. You're like now going to be a half hour at least late.
That's
like
what I'm
right-
saying a feeder road is. The feeder road does,
Yeah,
it
the feeder
totally
road.
negates all of that.
But honestly, that's like how it is on like I can imagine like what you're saying, like when I'm riding on the HOV lane and you get locked in and they don't have the exit where you need to be, and you're like,
that is
crap.
Anxiety.
And like, okay, I dodged all that traffic, but now I'm way inside of Houston. I need to get off at 6.
And it's not as easy as like crossing the double lines. You're like, there's barriers.
Walls on both sides of it. Dude, it's happened to me. And then it's like, okay, at least I didn't have to sit still. At least I was moving the whole time.
That's right.
I went 45 minutes out of the way, but I was moving the whole time.
So I lived in Michigan. I grew up in St. Louis. I did high school in San Antonio, college in Nebraska, a year in northern Michigan, and 9 years in Minnesota before moving down here. So I understand what you're saying about the ruralness of really most of Michigan.
Yeah.
I would argue that's in Minnesota, that's in St. Louis, that's in Nebraska.
It's Midwest.
There's really not, and you're right, and I've never really thought about it like this. There's not really like HOA built out master plan communities, right? In a lot of other places. Jersey is a lot like this, actually. And you don't get those until you get into like major metropolises, of course. But the piece that I kind of love about that is it because there's no HOA, right? You can do whatever you want with your property. Sometimes that's great, and sometimes that is a nightmare.
Yep.
Look, it's great for the most part. I think if you're wanting to live in those communities, I think it keeps communities cleaner. I think it keeps things all looking nice. But I think if you wanted to, just like here, you can go find these subdivisions without HOA.
But what I'm saying is it's not just like here, because here you have HOA communities are the norm.
And people are looking for not to be in them.
Not in
it's
HOA.
the
And that's like country.
And there it's the
right?
opposite, where there's no one HOA and they're like, oh, please, can we find an HOA?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's because that's what I'm saying. Like now, if you see a place with no HOA, it's almost like I've seen places where it's a really nice area and no HOA and everyone just has respect for each other.
Okay, yeah.
And then you could get the one thing where you have a really nice house and you got the RV next to it and then you got the trailer park down the road and that's where you go into no zoning and stuff like that.
Well, like I remember growing up in St. Louis and I lived in a neighborhood and the neighborhood that went in down the road, down Telegraph Road, was a little bit newer and they had a pool and a clubhouse, right? And mine did not. None of ours did, right? But ours was a built-out neighborhood, right?
Just didn't have an HOA.
Had a name and everything.
Just no amenities, no HOA.
No amenities. I don't know if there was an HOA fee for like keeping up the streets.
Because that's what I'm thinking. Like,
and the
whole
lights.
point of paying an HOA fee is so I can get those amenities, right?
Right, but then when you're in that situation, I looked at those people that were living in, I think it was called New England Village, and I looked at them and I'm like, God dang, those people got money. How'd they get all that money?
and then now you look
What do they do?
What are they doing over
But then
there?
now you look at it, it's just the normal. It's like
normal.
If you don't live in an HOA, it's like, do you live in a trailer park?
I'm like, you only have one pool? There's no splash pad?
There's no golf course? Are you kidding me?
What are we doing here? Where's your entry, like,
You don't
A fountain?
Where's your
gorgeous.
entry gate out this extravagant entrance? Like, come on.
The sign for your neighborhood is tiny.
Dude, I look at neighborhoods now like that. I'm like, that entrance is kind of a letdown.
Okay, have you been? I'm talking to you now.
Just because, dude,
Jess.
these HOAs go all out on these entrances.
I would say the most grand entrance that I've seen in a very long time is Tamaron.
Tamaron is insane. I love
Have you
their
seen
fountain.
Tamaron?
Yeah.
Their
Yes,
fountain.
I've seen Tamaron.
What are your thoughts on Tamaron's?
That's where she's going to actually move to.
Explain
Just 'cause
it
of the
first.
entrance. She saw the entrance and says, I want out of this apartment.
Tamaron's entrance is essentially a roundabout. Like
It is.
But it's got the
a-
coolest fountain. That looks
does.
cool, though.
That fountain is literally maybe 75 feet wide.
Yeah, it's huge.
And it's a big circle.
But see, the one I can't get over, though.
It's like a pyramid.
I was just in this. So Austin Point's going to be this gigantic new community. And you see the pathetic little entrance for that?
They're brand new.
I know they're going to have a new one. But
They're
it's
like tiny little babies.
But it's just a sign that says Austin Point. I'm like, no, you have to have your extravagant entrance.
Okay, so I'll say this.
Okay, going back.
What's your idea on entrances?
Let me tell you no, because this is
Give
actually
me your
funny that you
thoughts.
bring this up, because when I started here, like my second week, an agent in the office was talking about a community. I don't know if it was either of what was mentioned. And she's like, I'll never forget this. She's
That'd
like,
be Tamarons if it's that big.
no, it's not. It wasn't a good one. She's like, I just don't even know what they're bothering with. Like, no one's going to go live there. That entrance is pitiful. And in my head, I was like, what the F are you talking about?
I think it puts it right
because
on them, though.
in my brain, I'm like, the last thing I am thinking about when buying a house is the dang entrance to the like community that I'm about to buy in. Like that is not important to me. That being said,
Now you're like, it doesn't have a great entrance.
It hasn't. No, I still stand by that. If I found my dream house,
tunnels going in.
No, unless it's like taking me via like underground like portal, I would not care. I know that would be
dope.
Cool.
No, I want to see one like with
cool.
underground tunnels that like go in.
That's what I just said. That's what I
literally what she said.
Same
portal.
thing.
I don't know what your portal's doing.
A portal is anything you go through.
I'm talking just a normal tunnel.
All right,
That's
chill, both of you.
Gosh.
Daddy, chill.
Gosh, Anyway, no.
Excuse you.
So,
okay.
I genuinely do like think the entrances are fun, and I think it's kind of cool because it puts a personality on the community.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say I've seen some where like the houses are too like Stepford Wives suburbia looking for the cool entrances that they have, and I'm like, well, that doesn't even meld, so I'm not going to live with those robots. That's just not normal. But like the Tamaron one specifically, I wasn't
entrances.
I had something in my throat.
Anything else.
Easy. I like me some great.
I just had something
and
in
their
my
entrance
throat.
is cool, and it's before its time, and the homes in there are gorgeous.
And they have a golf course, and they have 25.
And back to the question that was asked of me. Tamaron, I love. Tamaron, I love.
Quit talking over the guests.
Because it feels very European, which is not the answer you guys are going to want to hear. But that is how I feel like.
I don't think it feels European.
I do. In the way, in the structure, in like the architectural structure of it. I think that's how it feels.
Of the
way,
home or just the entrance?
The entrance, just the entrance. No, nothing about the communities. I like that community actually. But I just, when I pull up to it, it feels like I am like driving through like Bitburg, Germany. Like it just has a very,
it gives off a Trevi fountain to me.
Kind of.
Only because it's large and filled with water.
I mean, yeah.
That's really the only reason why.
I mean, it's cool.
Valid.
What else is it? That's probably going to be like my game for next week is
name that entrance.
Let's rank, name that entrance or rank entrances because we can totally have a field day with it.
It is funny though because like until moving here, that is never something I would have thought a single human being on the face of the earth considered
Would care about.
Like what the entrance
But now,
to their like.
I will tell you now, like now when I'm driving down roads though, and because I agree with you on the entrances, I think sometimes there's two. But now I'm driving down roads and I'll see this new neighborhood. I'm like, oh, the entrance sucks. They're not going to sell for shit.
I look at them all the time too. Ever since that one comment when I first moved here, but even still, like for me personally, that's not going to be a driver. Now, if like the front of the house looks like crap, if my driveway looks like crap,
it should catch your eyes though. I do understand why they're doing it, and if you don't, when you have this flashy, catchy one, and then you have one that's just a sign.
What's the one? It's near Katy. And it like literally looks like you're driving into a like senior center resort in like Florida. It's got like weird blue fountains and like I think there's like a freaking dolphin. No, I'm not joking. I seriously think there's like dolphins.
No, they have the big.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. It's
so tacky looking.
It's the one that has the 10-acre pool. With the beach walk-in.
Sunterra. No.
Sunterra.
Yeah, it's
Sunterra.
It just looks tacky.
Sunterra Lakes, because there's Sunterra and there's Sunterra Lakes.
It's Sunterra.
It just looks tacky.
It's a giant community.
The 10-acre pool's pretty awesome.
I'm not saying there's anything bad about it, but I'm saying if we're talking about entrances,
it's crazy.
that looks tacky.
I'm trying to get some people in there. Hey, if you want to live there, holler at me.
I think the neighborhood itself is great, right? But that goes to your point, right? So the entrance is the front door, as it were, but that really isn't indicative of what's inside the neighborhood.
Correct.
Sure. No.
So going back, you're renting because you want to see what all of these different neighborhoods are, right?
Yes, I need to evaluate the entrances.
And you didn't know coming down that there's all of these HOAs and there's all of these amenities, and each one offers a different thing, and all of these great things, right? But more than that, you also need to know what area you like. Maybe you like Richmond, maybe you like Sugar Land, maybe you like Katy, maybe you hate it, right?
Right.
And so these are all Southwest, but maybe you want to live in a Atascocita, right? Nobody wants to live in a Atascocita.
That's just drastic. You in Southwest too. Let's go an hour and a half.
Let's go to Baytown.
Let's go an hour and a half away in the opposite direction.
I want to live across from Mexican OT's aunt, right?
Where does she live?
Baytown.
Where does she live? Oh, in Baytown?
Bay City.
I like
Baytown.
Mexican OT.
Bay something. And so, you might find a pocket that you like, right? But that's the beauty of like a thing as large as Houston is that there's
all the pockets.
They're all the pockets.
That's what we talked about last week, though, is that we are an anomaly, and having all these little pockets makes us that anomaly.
I think so too.
With our market, like
you
can look nationally, and our market will never reflect what the national market shows.
Yeah.
And
perfect. Speaking of pockets,
she drives home to Katy. Sorry,
Oh, that's your 11 o'clock alarm?
What's happening?
His alarm just went off. He has an alarm at 11 o'clock set every single day. Every day. Monday through Sunday. Okay.
Oh, like even the weekends?
Yes.
Okay. For the weekends, he goes, well, if I'm not up, it's my time to get up.
You're not up at
No,
11
I typically am because I'm locked in. It's saying if, and I'm having, it's like, okay, get your
rarity.
shit together,
Okay,
get out of here.
Got you. Okay.
During the week, it goes off like it just did. And he goes, I asked him about it, I guess like...
Because it went off in a
month
podcast
ago.
a month ago.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And he goes, oh, it's my alarm for 11 o'clock. I have it set, so I'm... if I don't get anything done by 11, it's my reminder to get to work.
That's what it is. It's just okay, it's 11 o'clock. Get it, your day's going by.
It's the most ADHD thing I've ever heard
because
of.
speaking of ADHD thing, this is going to set it up real well.
Actually, it wasn't set up like that on purpose, and then I just kept it on forever, and then okay, this is...
Now it's a thing.
Now it's like, okay, get your shit.
I have a 9:30 a.m. alarm that goes off every day, just during the week, not on the weekends.
Oh, keep it through the weekends.
But this is why. Because it's literally, the alarm name is just make the tasks for the day fun. And it's my reminder to reevaluate what tasks I have for the day and how I can trick myself into doing them by making them fun.
Okay, see, I don't have to do that.
This is what happens when you're on the spectrum.
I have 2 alarms. Yeah, that's some spectrum stuff.
This is my whole spectrum.
Because I have 2 alarms.
Yeah.
I have my 6:30 a.m. alarm, and I have my 11 o'clock alarm. And the 11 o'clock alarm, like Brad was saying, if I'm messing around in the morning, it's okay. It's 11 o'clock. Your day's going by.
I like it.
On the weekends, it's, of course, because I'm out too late or I'm busy or anything. It's just like, okay, you need to be productive today.
I think it's really great self-accountability that more people need to exercise. I think that's a good.
And 11,
you need that build-in.
11 is
build it
like,
in.
okay, your morning's almost over. Like if I had an alarm and I looked down, if I didn't have an alarm and I looked down, it's like 1 o'clock. I'm like, oh crap, the day's gone. I'm not gonna do anything anymore now. Like
At 1 o'clock,
Well, like,
2 hours after your alarm.
I'm going to take
Too
over
far.
this.
Too far.
I'm a human, and I have one alarm that is digital that says, hey, it's 6:30, it's time to wake up. And then I have 3 little alarms that most of the time wake me up, and their names are Carter and Stella and Mason. That's what a normal human does. So you know what's more alarming, though?
I've been turning it off every week so it didn't come up in our podcast, and I can't believe it
That's
came out today.
crazy.
Because I'm like, he's just gonna roast me for
But you know what's more alarming? The fact that there's not more vinyl places
You know what's the most alarming?
in and around Houston. I
you
want to
can
go
also
to
eat.
I want to go to a bar, and I want to just sit back and pick out a record and listen to it, kind of like an old warehouse music, right? And then just listen to some vinyl and drink some wine. But there's nowhere for me to do that.
Well, there
man.
actually is.
Oh man,
There actually is a place to
you're
do
gonna learn something.
What?
Today.
She loves this place. She goes
I do.
every week. Every day of every week.
I don't
is
go
this
every
place?
day of every week.
They have it on their menu, a Jessica.
They don't have a Jessica. They should have a Jessica, but they don't have a Jessica.
What is this place?
It's called Vino and Vinyl, and it's literally like 7 seconds from here. And
In Town Center.
I
Sure, in Town
absolutely
Center.
love it. Yes,
For the
Town
watchers, for the
Center.
listeners.
It's amazing. You can eat outside. It has a really good ambiance inside. I don't know if they do it every night, but when I've been there, they'll have like a DJ, like actually like playing good music. And the corner when you walk in, it's not very big, but then they just have like walls of wine, and it's just like a very, like it's got like the moody aesthetic, but it's a very like just nice, relaxing aesthetic. They have amazing, amazing food, like amazing drinks. They have fun cocktails, but obviously lots of wine. So,
But can I go like pick out vinyls?
no, it's
records?
not. It's not like that. It's
Okay.
not
No,
like
not
go
that
pick what
vinyl.
you
That's
want
what-
to play and put on your headphones.
you haven't been
and
there?
sit. Oh, we gotta take you.
You haven't been there, Brad? Are you
I have
kidding
not
me?
been to
How
Vino.
can you call yourself a
Vino?
Portland resident?
It's
of
called
that-
what?
going
Wait,
to Vino
I've been
and Vinyl?
somewhere here in Sugarland where you like operate from, and you've never been there.
I guess this is true.
How can you call yourself a local real estate expert?
Because I don't go to a wine bar?
You didn't even know about it.
But it's also got really good food. It's not just a wine bar.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not just a wine
No,
bar.
It's how
there's
about it's a
amazing
staple in your
food.
local town center.
Okay, well,
Oh, it's because it's a hip
Are we going
place.
back?
It's a hip, cool place.
Actually, I personally haven't ever been either.
And I broke my
Oh
hip.
my
I've never been either.
gosh!
I only know about it because
Every
Jess wanted
time
to go
someone
with me when-
suggests
every time
something, I'm
Jess-
like, "Let's go."
Every time we talk about doing something with Jess, and she's like, Vino and Vinyl.
Vino and vinyl.
So-
they have.
So we're gonna
they've got.
go
What kind of
to-
food do they have?
Food.
They have food. You heard it here first.
What
They have
food is
food.
it? What is
They
the
have
food?
wine.
I don't
What do you get there? Is it sandwiches and stuff or what?
No. It's
Or
like
charcuterie?
Yeah, they have charcuterie.
With Slim Jims?
That's I always heard talk last week.
I love it.
It's
at
a
least
it's a
you didn't-
Lunchable for an adult.
Yes.
It's okay. Yeah. No. Yes. But yes.
But not
charcuterie is.
that.
But no. But they do have charcuterie. They have lots of like little appetizers. You can get like calamari. You can get. I
Oh,
mean, it's
perfect.
good
Love it.
food.
Cool.
What's
and then
the
how's
final
the wine?
Very good. The wine is amazing.
Do they have the cheap wine and the expensive wine?
I mean, I feel like everybody likes to fit in the right budget.
Can you do a flight?
You can do a flight.
Okay.
They honestly have one of the best rosés I've ever had because I'm very picky
Really?
about rosé. Yeah. So they have a very good rosé there. They have fun cocktails. So that beyond the wine, they make fun cocktails. I don't pay attention to their beer list because I don't
They
go
have
there for
beer.
beer. But they do have like a
is
small
sounding more and more
beer.
like my kind of place.
See, we can go there now, and you guys can be
But
impressed.
I don't know if I'm going to a wine place. I'm gonna drink my Sauvignon Blanc. But
Oh, interesting.
I'm a Sauvignon
That's an
Blanc guy.
interesting choice for you.
It is. That's
hanging
actually
out with-
surprising.
I would have picked you for like a cab guy.
I like it,
Yeah.
Cab. Sauvignon. If white, it's just lighter on me. I feel better.
Not a Merlot, though.
Who drinks?
I
Merlot?
love Merlot.
Of course you.
Not big fans of the
People
movie
are-
Sideways.
I know. Actually, like when I first tried
Excuse our guest.
Merlot
She's not
was
a normal
from
human.
Sideways.
Our-
Because of Sideways
our
is why
guest.
I needed to try it, and then I
Sideways is
fell
such a
in
good-
love with
I'm
it.
sitting
I used to love
sideways.
Merlot.
Go on, let's sing a little H-Town
Okay,
rap.
all right.
But really, if I'm going red, I'm going Malbec. That's where I'm really going.
I'm going red. If I'm going red,
Malbec is so good. Malbec's the best.
I actually prefer a red blend, like a Pinot and a Cab mix.
Yes,
a red
I
blend
like-
is great.
I like that
if I'm
too.
doing red, I prefer a red.
It's
blend
not
all the time.
surprising that she loves a rosé though too.
Of
You know,
course.
that's a blend.
Everything she said in a Merlot, everything she said, it's like, okay, this is why we don't have Jess on very often.
Okay, so vino.
You say this as if I am not both of your best friends.
That's might be true. So what's the vinyl part again?
They have vinyl music that plays. They have somebody playing
Oh,
vinyl.
is that where the vinyl comes from?
Yeah.
But you can't buy records.
No, it's not a record store, but that actually is like a
would
very
be
good
cool.
idea for a business.
I thought that they
Cut that
used to
part
be
out
able
so
to,
we
like,
can do this.
pull the record
I
off
think
the
you
shelf.
can play certain, like you can request certain vinyls being played when there's not like a DJ there and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we need.
Otherwise, there's a guy on the ones and
twos.
twos.
Yeah.
I want to check it out.
Let's go.
Perfect.
But hey, that's a shout out. Hey, we're going to try it. Y'all should come meet us.
All right, that's your plug, by the way.
We're the plug.
Yeah, we're the
Everybody's-
plug. You're the
Everybody's got a
plug.
guy. We're your guy.
Yeah. So we're your plug for your wine and vinyls.
And whatever
And
else.
food.
And accessories and stores and whatever.
Go plug yourself.
Mayor Ashton's turn to take over again. I addressed the masses, and now I'm here to have some fun with you. Not that one. Goodness gracious. I do not like my co-stars.
We were just talking about you being a plug, and
my guest and my co-host have their heads up their ass, but here we are.
we're plugged in.
Today, we're going to play a game.
done.
Houston or H-Town hoax. All right, folks, it's time. I'm going to read a headline or a story. Your job, and y'all's too, is to tell me if it's a real Houston story or something I completely made up. No Googling, no cheating. Let's see who actually knows Houston.
Okay.
Are we keeping score?
Yo,
Yes.
I am in.
I am. We're keeping
Okay.
score.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very competitive.
I-
It's me versus
Yes,
Jess.
it is you versus Jess, 100%. And
What
for
is
score,
this?
I would like you to just do fingers, so you hold up everyone you get right. No, not that finger.
Oh, okay.
Family appropriate.
Oh,
please.
sorry.
But just hold up your fingers for everyone you get
You can
right.
plug people, but
Right, it's family appropriate.
So if you hear me out,
Got
if
it.
you both get it right, you both can get a point for it.
How do we buzz in?
Huh? No, you're both going to get a
we're
guess.
just
You're both
throwing-
going to get a guess. So if you both get it right, then you'll know.
Okay.
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 Let's
So you'll
hit
still
it.
get a point.
Okay.
A Houston man, because I have a tiebreaker and a bonus and everything.
All
So
right,
we're
enough about the rules.
Okay, question 1. A Houston man was pulled over after driving a lawnmower down I-10 during rush hour.
True.
True or false? Real or hoax?
Real.
Okay.
Real.
Both got it right.
Yes.
Real.
I got one.
I got one too.
You're gonna lose.
E.T.
The city of Houston.
Oh, sorry. Go redo.
Oh
that
my
again.
gosh.
Redo that again. Sorry.
The city of Houston once considered building a giant observation wheel taller than the San Jacinto Monument.
Houston.
The city of Houston, like an observation wheel, like you'll see in all those other cities.
Yeah, like Ferris wheel.
Yeah. Or like it could be like the tower, like they have in San Antonio or something. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say false.
Jess?
Hoax.
I'm gonna say false.
Y'all aren't fun today. You both got it right.
Hey.
A tiger was discovered wandering around a West Houston neighborhood
This one,
and
Hunter.
became national news.
This 100% sounds like Houston. So I'm gonna say Houston, and I'm gonna give myself the point preemptively.
Yes.
All right, you got it right.
Only because you said national news. I'm like, okay, well, that's...
It was on national.
That's right.
I remember when the story came out.
May hit ABC 13 and then...
Houston briefly considered covering portions of I-45 with giant solar canopies.
You know where we live?
Yeah.
Hoax.
This was a real consideration.
I-45, what part of I-45? Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Because if we're talking like...
It could be any part. It could be any part.
I'm
there
going to
was a
say
discussion
true.
for giant solar panels.
I'm going to say true.
And you said hoax?
That's a hoax.
Brad got it right.
Damn.
Hell yeah. If they wanted to cover it in
You didn't care
oil...
about the environment? No. We went oil.
If they wanted to cover it in oil, I'd say 100%
just
true.
wanted to argue with...
The original plan for the Astrodome
Oh, wait.
included an indoor lake with boat rides at the original plan for the Astrodome.
The original plans for the Astrodome included a lake and boats
Yeah. No, with the stadium.
with the stadium.
Yes.
Inside the stadium.
No, just with the stadium.
Like on the property?
I don't know this one.
And boat rides.
I haven't known any of them, to be quite honest.
I
But
haven't either.
I'm going to say hoax only because Astro World came shortly thereafter.
I'm going to say true.
hoax.
Brad, once again, you haven't missed one.
I'm not from here.
Okay, so Brad,
You're still looking
for
pretty
this
good at
question,
three,
Brad,
I guess.
for this question, I would like her to answer first because I think you might know.
Lordy.
Okay.
Houston has an underground tunnel system stretching several miles beneath downtown.
True.
True.
Okay, good.
I've been there.
I know you know. Really? You've done it? I
Someone
didn't
told
think
me
you would
like
know.
right when I came here to go check it out.
It's
It
kinda
doesn't
cool.
surprise me that you would be a tunnel dweller.
I am.
That's what
With
she said.
all of the
with her tunnel
gross
portals.
tunnel
She only
people.
she's only gonna live in a
Tunnel
neighborhood with a
portals.
tunnel portal.
That's right. She's like, oh my god, and I love the bats.
I do love bats. They're like my favorite animal.
And again, point proven.
You just on fire.
They're like, actually, you lose your point for that.
You can take 3 away. Actually.
There was a proposal to turn the Astrodome now into the world's largest indoor water park.
The Astrodome. I'm gonna go
The
with.
world's largest water park?
I'm gonna go with true.
What are you going with?
False?
Yeah, I'm gonna go true because there's been a bunch of wild
There's been a lot,
stuff.
but this would be the world's largest indoor water
I
park.
don't think it's the world's largest. I think that's in Dubai.
Indoor?
Indoor.
Well, Brad got it right once again.
Hey!
I don't think you missed one wrong.
No, I'm at
You're
7.
No, he's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's good.
Question 8. A Houston neighborhood association once tried to ban front yard barbecue pits.
Ooh, HOA. They should ban front yard barbecue
I
pits.
don't think so.
Everybody should ban front
What
yard
is a front
barbecue.
yard? Like they barbecue in the front yard?
Yeah, like they take their propane grill out into the driveway and grill.
It could also be a fire pit in the front yard. Anything.
I think if you're
Are we saying
grill-
fire pits or grills?
We're saying a barbecue pit. I don't
Barbecue.
I don't have any specifications on this.
But to me, a pit is not a grill.
And that's
It's all the same thing. We're gonna put it all in one.
semantics.
It's gonna be a grill, a pit, anything.
Okay.
Just a whole barbecue
So someone.
area.
Okay, so ask the question again.
A
now that we've
Houston
identified that.
HOA once tried to ban front yard barbecue pits. Hoax or real?
True.
True, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'll back it. I'll go and put money towards it.
It's a hoax.
No.
HOA's trying to. I bet I can find an HOA that
Oh
tried
my
to
gosh!
ban it.
But the story, it's a hoax. I'm sure you can find one right now. But this actually tried. Yes, not some Karen tried to get the HOA to ban it. An HOA actually tried to do it. It's a hoax.
I'm going to run for city council, and that's going to be my
And that's going to be your
platform.
whole
Dude,
platform.
That makes Texas, Texas. Come on,
I agree.
Front
you can do
yard
whatever you want.
barbecues.
Just don't be a douche.
dude. When I was in college, we would set up our fire pit in the front yard, and we would get couches off Facebook Marketplace and put them all around the pit.
That's a very college
and it looked awesome at night. And then you come in during the day, and you're like, oh my gosh! And then we got notes from the city to clean up our rubbish.
Yeah,
it.
because you were white trash out there in
But it was
Lubbock.
awesome.
Curb appeal
especially
laws.
especially in the Christmas time when there were Christmas lights on the roof.
Oh
it
my
looked so
god!
good.
I don't know what to do with
It's
it.
an outdoor fraternity.
No, this was just a house next to campus.
Fraternity's a stretch.
I wasn't.
It's outside.
I wasn't.
Like
this,
I would say fraternities had more class.
Lubbock doesn't allow people to live in fraternity homes because they had an issue with brothels back in the day. So more than 3 people weren't allowed to live in a house. And so
That's a true story.
yeah. So women aren't.
So they
the
all moved to LaGrange.
I love this. Like,
So the school-
oh, it's Texas. We're not taking away our rights to like have fire pits in the front yard, but also it's Texas, so no more than 3 people allowed in a house.
No. Hear me out. So there was a rule.
Lubbock.
So
Okay.
a rule,
Lubbock
it was
is
a rule,
barely
It was a rule back.
Texas.
It's West Texas. That's about as Texas as it
Barely.
gets. It's about as Texas as it gets. But no. So they had a rule way back when that more than 3 women could not live in it because they had a serious issue with brothels. And so as a
What's
counteract,
the issue?
brothels are bad. Goodness gracious, what?
I'm just saying, it's the oldest
I
profession.
forgot you go to LaGrange every month.
To pay homage to the old brothel that you used
But
to.
no, so they did that. So the university just decided, okay, men can't do it either. Now I lived on a house off campus like most
Equality.
people do because they don't have
See, we were trending.
they don't have the apartments and stuff like that.
Equality started in
Everybody
Texas.
lives in rental homes and stuff like that. So I rented a home right off of campus, and yeah, it was the party house, but it wasn't an actual fraternity house. Our fraternity house just had a basketball court, and we'd party there, but nobody could spend the night there.
And a
That
brothel.
is so crazy.
I was only in a fraternity for a year and a half. I just did it.
This is how
to party.
stupid Lubbock is, by the way. They put in these stupid laws, and they're like, "Oh, we had brothels back 30 years ago, so you can't live together."
Well, guess what? We call-
also, we're not going to sell you liquor.
No.
Because
We
it
had
used to
liquor.
be dry.
It used
too.
to be dry. Okay, look, because they had issues out there. All right.
So they went scorched earth,
Yeah, but-
rather than just
But then they
police.
So then me and my 2 roommates, you know, we always had the party house and we had the cool little fire pit in the front yard. We just nicknamed our house the brothel.
okay,
So that's
all right.
what. So everybody
I
was
like
like,
that.
so he would like make Facebook posts and we were like, party
know-
at the brothel, and everybody just knew what the brothel was. And
You
they
know
knew
that
it.
makes you the whore,
But
right?
of course, yeah. In my 20s, in my early 20s.
Sorry, woman of the night.
No, I was the woman of the night.
All right, what's the next one?
When I walk into a club, all eyes come on me.
Thanks, Red Foo.
But hey, you guys got a little educating in the middle of this game, so hopefully
There we go.
you
I
got a
like
good-
it.
You got a good little main break. Brad, you just missed one of your first ones.
I'm at 7.
I'm at 5.
Ooh. Question 9. A Houston area school district canceled classes because thousands of escaped crawfish were found crossing a roadway after a flooding.
Where'd they escape from?
Houston area. Houston area.
You know, the crawfish.
But there was flooding.
farm.
There was flooding, though. Flooding.
I'm gonna say.
I get crawfish in my neighborhood when we have flooding.
I'm gonna
That
say
happens.
false.
And they canceled school because of the crawfish. I'm going to say false because I think that this happened, but I think it happened in Louisiana. I don't think it happened in
I don't
Houston.
think they would cancel school for it.
I think Louisiana would.
It was a hoax.
Okay, great. I'm at 8.
Why?
you're at
Why
6.
would you? Yeah, but why would you cancel school? For, like, just drive over them.
No.
What are you gonna like?
That's good
Whoa,
food.
that's money.
What are you talking about? That's money.
Or
and that's
just
food.
shovel them off the road. It's
You're not
one
Texan
road.
enough. There's no just shoveling off the road.
I'm like
No,
1 year in, and I don't eat crawfish.
You're gonna piss me off already
Okay.
this morning.
Get out
already.
Here.
At least, hey, it's after 11, and I haven't pissed him off yet, though.
Hey,
That's what the 11 o'clock alarm is for. Has just pissed me off today.
That's
Nope.
his pissed
We're
off.
good.
All right, I'm at 8,
6.
6.
A bank robber in Houston allegedly handed a teller a note demanding money, then waited in line patiently behind other customers.
Handed the note, then got in line. Wasn't he already in line first? Went up to the
handed her
front,
the note, and then went to
like the DMV hands you a new
Welcome
form to fill
Welcome
out.
to Houston.
I want to not. I want to say this is fake because this is so stupid.
But then it's like so stupid it could be real.
It could be.
Why it's a game.
I'm gonna go with hoax. I'm gonna go with hoax against my better judgment, by the way, because I
What are you
think you're
doing,
doing like
Jessica?
on off on off.
No. I got them mixed off.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with true because it's
I thought
funny.
you would do that, so I mixed it together.
I'm gonna go with
True.
hoax.
It happened.
Yes,
It happened?
I beat you on 1.
And I'm at 8,
I'm at
At a
7.
Montrose Chase.
7. Montrose.
Chase.
Leave it up to Montrose, dude. I don't swear to God.
What do they call it?
That really happened.
That sounds like something that would happen in
I don't know if
Canada.
that happened in Montrose. I just pulled that out of my ass, but the story just happened.
Oh, okay. All right.
Houston is home to the world's first dome sports stadium. World's ever first dome sports
You
stadium.
want to answer first?
No, I'm gonna let you answer this.
I
one
think
first.
you answer first.
No.
It would be the first ever domed sports stadium.
What sport?
Doesn't matter. Any sport. All sports.
But I want
first
to know
ever.
what sport you're saying was the first one.
No,
All
it's
of them.
All of them. It's any sport ever. This is the first in domed sports stadium.
You're saying this to somebody who grew up with the Silver Dome.
Yeah. What was it first?
Lions.
Was it first?
I don't know, but it was a big deal.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. But this could be in another country.
It's the only time the Lions have been a big deal.
Hey, no, we're making a comeback, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been like 3 years coming
Making.
now.
Thanks, Jared Goff.
It was supposed to happen like last year.
Jared Goff.
2 years ago.
Jared
They didn't
Goff.
make the finals last
My
year.
favorite Lions season was when they went 16-0. I mean, 0-16.
Yeah.
0-16.
Hey, they don't know the difference.
Not a single game.
They don't know the difference.
I lived in.
All right, can we play my game? Go.
Fine. False.
Okay.
No,
Can you
100%
educate-
true.
Can you educate her on the
Damn
eighth
it.
wonder of the world?
That's the Astrodome,
The eighth
baby.
wonder of the world.
That's the Astrodome.
Houston is
It was the
always-
Why
very
wouldn't you
first
just
one.
tell me the sport?
Because it doesn't matter sport. We played
It
multiple
was
sports
all
in that
sports.
stadium.
That
It
was baseball and football.
Domed. It was domed. It was any sport that can go inside of a dome. It's not the sport.
Yeah.
Because-
Literally was for multiple sports?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Astros and the Oilers played in it.
Oh.
And the Astros and the Oilers played in it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah.
I learned something.
Yeah.
Also,
And it
where
was literally called the nickname the eighth wonder of the world because it was people who came from all over.
So I listened to the Dan Patrick show and I've never heard that.
It was
side, and
also
I feel
the-
like he gives a lot of.
well, that was also the first installation of AstroTurf.
yeah.
I did know that. I did know that.
So turf was invented because natural grass couldn't grow in the Astrodome.
But
and so
do you-
AstroTurf was invented for this.
Okay, so was it truly? Because I always figured, because I did know this fact, and when I learned that fact, I was like, oh, that's why they call it AstroTurf. Is that true,
Yes.
or is that just like a happy
No,
coincidence?
it's
That's
why
true.
it's why it's called AstroTurf. Turf was invented for the Astrodome,
Okay.
and it was called
Okay.
AstroTurf.
I did
But
know that
was-
piece of it, but
that
then I was like, wait,
green
is that
carpet
really
back then.
the-
That was like green carpet.
Oh, yeah, it was
Now
terrible.
yeah.
Oh, right.
But it is cool. So turf, it all originates from the Astrodome. It's
I
kind of
think
cool.
didn't know that.
A&M did that.
Yes.
Yeah. They developed AstroTurf.
Yes.
That's so cool.
A developer once proposed building a giant retractable glass dome over all of downtown Houston to protect people from heat and rain. A developer once proposed this. Hoax.
I'm going to
or
go
real?
with hoax.
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 Okay, you both got it
It'd
right.
be a greenhouse.
It would be so hot.
It would be so much
Just to
worse than
protect
it
us
is now.
from heat and rain.
If it was
It's
a
gonna
glass
increase.
dome,
What's that TV show with the dome and like
The Dome.
the dome.
I think it's just called
Yeah.
The
I don't
Dome.
watch it.
Yeah, so people like
Literally
Springfield,
create
like
a-
the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, like you'd create a greenhouse.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
A Houston area man called 911 because a Whataburger forgot his spicy ketchup.
True.
I think that happens every week.
True.
Did you guys give your points for the last one?
Yeah.
Did you both
I
get
was
it right?
at 10,
And you both got it right there.
Yeah.
and now I'm at 11.
11. Who?
And I'm
Brad's
at
got
9.
3 hands now.
I got 3 hands. Oh wait, I forgot to do that.
So close.
Houston once had a proposal to build a second Astrodome directly next to the original for concerts and conventions.
2 Astrodomes. Dose domes.
Those domes.
Dose domes. I'm gonna go true. Because I think that that's something stupid
kinda
enough that
awesome.
we would be like,
Kinda odd.
that actually sounds pretty
Reading
cool.
that, it's like, man, that's awesome.
You know what's better than 1 Astrodome?
2 dose.
2 Astrodomes.
Dose domes.
Dose domes.
I don't know.
You see how excited that gets us? Someone had to have proposed that.
Somebody said yes.
Well, no one said yes, but
Hold
someone
on.
said, I want to throw
Real
that
or
in.
hoax?
Fine, I'll say real.
And it's a hoax.
Damn it. I knew it was a hoax. I knew it.
But honestly,
sense.
I don't know how someone didn't propose it. 'cause
I was
it
thinking
sounds
like
awesome.
a mini Astrodome. You
No,
know what I
they
mean?
want
Like
a,
half the size.
They want a mirrored Astrodome.
I think it would be great.
Well, I don't know why you didn't use the Astrodome.
NASA engineers in Houston once trained astronauts underwater in a giant pool that holds millions of gallons of
True.
waters. Because all training for NASA is done in Houston.
True.
Every astronaut has to move to
Yes.
Houston. So just making sure you know this.
I know about NASA.
Is that the
Michigan.
question?
Yeah. So
True.
NASA engineers
Yeah,
in
true.
Houston.
It's true all
Okay,
day.
you both got
They
it right.
still train like that.
Yeah, that was,
Like
Yeah.
that.
that one sucks.
It's a really big pool.
Right.
Yeah, they actually go to Sunterra now. And they,
That pool, it's a very large pool as well.
yeah.
Not quite as deep.
Yeah, that's what they do now.
great.
Okay. Okay, so we have how many points here?
12.
And we
10.
have okay. Bonus round. This one could tie it up. This is going to be worth 2 points.
Okay. Oh, you're going down.
Okay, a Houston man stole a zoo flamingo and tried to keep it as a pet. This is our bonus round for 2 points.
They're so snaggable and chokeable and breakable and lovable. I'm going to go with true.
Well, then you would have to do the hoax for this to even be a thing. You can't have the same question.
Well, I can.
I
have-
say just one or the other because he went true first. You already lost.
But what if I
regardless.
thought it was real?
But you already lost, so there's no point. There's no risk.
Fine.
You know what?
Hoax.
Okay,
You know
so
what?
you said it. No. Answers are final.
Okay.
A Houston man.
You better set me up for success with that.
And it is a hoax.
Yes. Yes. Tie game. I was like, you were really pushing me to say hoax right now.
Just go with the game, Jess. That's what I'm like. Gosh.
Oh wait, but time out. Related to flamingos.
We have a tie ball game.
Wait, but really,
Oh, yeah.
real quick. What's the reason flamingos are famous? Like, what are flamingos known for besides being pink? What's like the thing you know?
Eating krill. It gives them their pink color
Okay, but like, how do they stand?
on one leg.
Right, and everybody knows that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. My husband didn't know that until like
They stand
a
on
couple
one
years ago.
leg.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, you're just like Alex. They do have two legs, but they perch one up
I
like
know
this.
they do that, but when they're walking.
No, I didn't say they walk with one leg. That would be like a
All right,
pony.
so
hold
I have
on,
a
hold on. Let
tiebreaker.
me pause real quick. I would really like to apologize to everybody listening right now that had to just endure that.
This
It was a
Michigan.
very important question.
That was just a dig at her
could
husband.
edit it out. Yeah, I went to the zoo in Michigan when I was there a few weeks ago, and the whole time, me and my daughter and my sister
did that her
were
husband,
just
but
like,
I didn't know that either.
Oh my god!
But this, I think
not
you should
gonna
be
get it.
apologizing because this Michiganer just tied you.
It's
in this-
Michigander.
Okay, nobody cares.
Well, we both did.
I know we were both on that
You're
one.
already out. All right, go. We're both at 12.
We got it.
So do you know how embarrassing this is? But this one you should get. The tiebreaker. How many square miles is the city of Houston? I'll give you 4 guesses. A, 312. B, 665. C, 812. Or D, 1,004. Square miles. City of Houston is very, very big. But I wouldn't.
C.
You said 812?
Yep.
Brad, 312, 665, 812, or 1,000.
Is this Houston proper or Houston, Greater Houston?
This is Houston city limits. City of Houston.
I'm gonna go.
No, I think it's D. Because a 10 by 10 square mile would be 1,000.
It's B.
Yeah, you're an idiot, Brad. It's not. It's the city of Houston. Yeah, it's big, but do you know what 1,000 square miles is?
But 10 miles north, 10 miles east would be 1,000 square miles. No, wouldn't that be 100 square miles?
Yeah. It's okay. You're good.
My math?
You're good.
I know. I'm
You
literally
got it.
sitting here and I'm like, what are you?
My math is
So what is
way
it?
off. Hold on.
It's B, isn't it?
That would be 100
B.
by 100. That's wild.
B.
So don't do that.
Yeah, you're a dipshit.
No, it'd be
B.
10 by 100.
B. B.
It's not 1,000. That's
B.
ridiculous. Yeah, it's B. But she
B.
already guessed C. It's
That's okay. I
B.
changed it to B.
Okay, so we both lost.
I
that
won
one.
because it was B.
Yeah, but
You guessed C.
No,
But I guessed B before it was announced that it was B, so
and
I got
she
to
did
B.
guess that, and you were saying 1,000 square
So
miles.
I win.
And you said 10 by 10.
I win.
I have never-
I win. I changed it to
math
B
was
when you
like,
said
you know how
Houston
big
city
1,000
limits.
miles is? Yeah,
When you
Houston's
said-
big. Like 600 square miles is huge.
I've been in bedrooms that are 10 foot by 10 foot, and they're 1,000 square
He
feet.
thought that was gonna be 1,000 square.
1,000 square feet.
So
What
he's
the
like,
hell was I thinking?
10 miles by 10 miles.
Well, because 10 miles by 10 miles is about right. How much? What was it? B? 600?
And 65. So,
665, huh?
so it's 60
666.
miles by 60 miles.
It was probably 666, and they
It'd be
rounded
60
down.
by 10.
Or something like that, yeah. Okay.
That's crazy.
If you got 11 or more right, you're officially a Houston legend.
Oh,
got
high
fewer-
five. You're
I'm a
legend,
Houston
I'm
legend.
We're both
To the
legends.
guests, though, if you got fewer than 6, the mayor is placing you on probationary Houston status until further notice.
Like the drivers.
Remember, folks, only in Houston can you hear about tigers, astronauts, hurricanes, giant stadiums, and spicy ketchup emergencies all in the same day and not think twice about it. This has been Houston or H-Town Hoax. Come back next week.
Come back
Ooh,
next
baby.
week. I love it. All right.
See you at the next city council meeting. That's what I'm
That's good. That's good. All right. That game was fun, but not as fun as.
It's not fun because you lost.
What?
But
Well, shut up.
look at this Michiganite.
It's,
Michiganite. I kind of like that one,
I'm
though.
so depressed about you saying Michiganite.
Michigander is what it is.
It's Michigan.
Gander.
That's,
Yeah,
that's,
with a D.
You know what I want to say to that, but we're not going to do that. But
So I'm a little depressed that I lost. I don't like losing.
I love winning.
I didn't really lose per se.
You did.
Well,
To go back to my Fast and the Furious and bring that full circle, doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
winning is winning.
winning.
Okay, thanks, Vin Diesel. So, when you, I'm going to take it back. So, when you moved from Michigan, there's a lot of toll that comes with a big move like that. I want to take this back to when I moved from St. Louis. So I lived in St. Louis until I was 14, halfway through my freshman year. Halfway through my freshman year, my mom's job got transferred to San Antonio, and I was devastated. I was probably 13, quite honestly. But there's something about picking up everything you've ever known and everybody you've ever loved, every relationship you've ever created and held dear, and even the ones that you didn't, okay, and moving to a new town, a new city, a new country for some people, not knowing anybody at all, right? Doing it as a kid was very, very hard on me, and I did not like my mom for years because of it. I held it against her because it was her job that did it to us. As an adult, I've moved from up to Michigan when I graduated college, and then I moved from Michigan to Minnesota, and then we moved from Minnesota to down here. When we did Minnesota to down here, we had family, right? But when we did Michigan to Minnesota, we didn't, right? And then we were adults. It's a lot more difficult to make friends as an adult, I think.
It's extremely more difficult.
I think I've noticed it too, even me, so moving back to Houston from being away, is that when you start getting into an age, I think after you're out of school and after everything, where you're not put in situations automatically where you automatically make friends. Think about in grade school, you just make friends because you're in class every day. College, it's super easy and all that. And then you start getting into the workforce and people go to their own cities, and yeah, you might only know a couple people, and then you're not put in situations, I think, where you automatically make friends. And then I can't imagine that from moving out of state, not having absolutely anybody other than what your brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and
yeah, and truthfully, like, and this is not a dig at them, but I didn't know them.
Yeah,
like Nikki, I had seen in person like 2 times before.
Oh, really?
Moving here, yep, and one of them being my wedding. So like we don't like that's. I mean, obviously for Alex, it's very different. That was like a nice like soft spot for him. He doesn't also, like, he was in the Air Force, he's lived in Japan. Like, he doesn't have the same, like, emotional connection to Michigan that I think I do.
But I do think it is something, though, that needs to be said more. When you're not put in those situations, you have to be more outward. I think you can make friends at work, church, things like that, but you're not put in these situations where you automatically
it's harder, though, friendly. But okay, my personal take, and not to hijack where you were going, but I think we definitely probably feel similar. It's not even about putting yourself out there, right? Because like for all of my brain,
I tried to put myself out there. People were not like
no. That's what I was gonna say. For all the weird nuances of my brain, being extroverted is not a problem. Like, I was in a pop punk band for many years. I've been on stage. Like, no, but I am fully aware that I am part of why I don't have friends. That's not what we're talking about.
Friends, you stop.
But what we're talking about is it's so much different as an adult.
I'm sorry. Why do you do this to me?
I'm just laughing.
She's like, I am aware I don't have friends.
I'm aware that I'm a loser.
I don't mean it in a
punk rock band. I know it.
No, I'm not anymore. But I am aware that, like, I'm not like self-deprecating. I'm not like, oh my gosh, no one likes me, no one has friends. It's not like that at all. I just do know that I am a unique personality. That's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm okay with that. But that being said, it's not even about that part of it. It's not about the effortlessness that kind of comes as a child or through high school or college or whatever. That everybody's in the same phase of life during those phases. So like, you hit the same milestones because they're all dictated in front of you, so you're all in the same space. When you are like fully an adult, like I'd say a year or more removed from anything related to schooling, college, whatever, everybody immediately is at a different stage of life. Immediately. They might be getting married right away. They might have kids already. They might be starting a family. They might be like, I'm moving to another country because I just graduated and I can. Like, everybody is very much no longer hitting the same milestones. Yet as a society, we're all kind of still held to those milestones. So it gets harder. You're talking to somebody and it's not as casual and easy as being like, oh, math class was harder. Oh, this was sucks. Or this, whatever. We're all living very, very, very different lives.
So like, you don't have like a bond. You don't have like a common commiseration.
Right. So it might be like, oh, you like football. Okay, cool. I like football. And I'm just using that as an example. So you have something to like talk to. And so you create a lot of surface level friendships, I think. People that you can like enjoy being around for the moments that you have to be around them. I think coworkers, that's usually where that bubble kind of fits. But to actually be friends with somebody, to me at least, is a very intentional thing. Like if I'm gonna be like, you're my friend, I care about you. I think about you, not when you're just in front of me. Like I worry about your family, worry about your health, about your well-being, like all that kind of stuff. And to me, that's a friendship. Everything else is like a loose acquaintance, which is great. But I think more adults fall into that loose acquaintance space.
I think the older that you get, though, the less close friendships that you have like that period.
Oh yeah,
so
it's organic.
Sure.
It's organic.
I mean, just in general, like people tend to split off and go their separate ways and live their lives, right? But if you look at somebody who's in their 70s, let's say, and they have a friend who has been there since they were in high school, right? Typically, they're not moving around and leaving town and doing all of that, but they have that friend. And if you really look at their friendships, that might be the only one of those, right? Lots of other friends and acquaintances, but nothing like that deep, right? I think that because of the move, because of the life stage change, right? And you're trying to get with other people, that you don't have those same things that you can bond over. You don't have those common commiserations. Oh,
right.
my job passed me over for a promotion, right? Even at this table, right? Ashton is 24, and not faux. So he's 24, and no kids, no wife, right? And just kind of out there starting your career, right? I am 43.
We're an age.
We are an age, 43. Yeah. 3 kids, relatively young, right? 15 is my oldest. And married 18 years. You're an age. You're an age, and you have a grown child.
I do.
Right?
She's almost 22.
22. So, like, even at this table, we are at different stages.
Oh, 100%.
For sure. So I think that with those different stages, you're not able to connect as much, right? You have to make a concerted effort to make the quote-unquote friendships, right?
And now we have all the stress and life stuff that also happens. So it's not even, like, the time to do it doesn't really exist.
But is it, though? Like, I guess you probably, you're not put in the situations where you automatically make a thing, but you have to put a little bit more effort into it. But I almost feel like you hit that and it's a little bit easier at times, though.
It's easier, I think, in the sense that,
because think about it, you just said all of our ages and we don't have an issue connecting.
No,
we connected at work.
Yeah.
Correct. And we did it intentionally.
Yeah.
Like, it was an intentional thing. We wouldn't have kept hanging out and kept talking.
You have to be intentional at first, but then I think it's a little bit easier after that once you're intentional about it.
Yeah, but I think all friendships are like that.
Yeah, we're talking about that initial forge.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's hard because then you're also, like, for me, so I had been in the same, vicinity my whole life. So it wasn't just even like my sister, who I'm like very, very close with, like we're like truly freakishly best friends. She, like, leaving her has been really hard. I had like 2 or 3 other very close friends, and they were friends that I had developed, decade-long or more relationships with. And I thought I would be fine, because again, it's easy to not forget about your friends, but to live your life, right? And know that they're there, and know that you can check in and yada yada. But like it's not like in high school where you're like, I'm going to my friends for a sleepover every, Friday night or whatever. Like, you have your life and it's separate. And so when you're trying to build that from scratch with somewhere else, it's harder when you're also missing what you had before. And it's very hard to not try to compare the two. It's you have to like mourn a past version of yourself while trying to still figure out how to make friends. And like, one thing, I've always been like, touch the microphone, small friend groups. Like, I've never had like a ton of friends because it overwhelms me. But I, in general, like really have realized since moving down here, it's a lot lonelier when you don't have any friend group. Like, it hit me after the first like 6 months where I was like, I need friends. Like, I love my husband to death. We weren't like fighting or anything weird, but I'm like, I don't feel like I have anybody to talk about life with, or like, and my husband listens to my stories, which are endless and nuanced, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Yes, they are.
Very much.
But that being said, like, and he listens or like knows when it's appropriate to tune me out, which is 80% of the time.
99%.
I'll be like, hey, I need you to listen to this part.
Almost 100.
99.9%.
But that being said, like you know, he can't like relate. You know, it's different. Like you need somebody that you can talk to that kind of understands like the past
She's
experiences.
just not weird enough for me, you know?
Yeah, I'm not weird enough. I need to be weirder.
No, I was meaning that you, not me. You're weird enough for me.
You are definitely weird enough for Ash.
You're at my max of weirdness.
You're like, you're the scale.
You're the scale.
His cup is about full.
I can't
your
be friends with
strangeness.
another weird person.
He had to dump 2 other weird people.
I had to. You took
Just to
all
include
of it.
Meet someone in the wild and you're like, I'm at my quota. I can't with you.
Sorry, that's too much. Get out of my face.
You're like, are you talking to yourself in the corner? That's too much.
No, I have a wild Jessica at home. I don't need any more.
A wild Jessica.
She's a wild creature.
I got a Messica at the house.
A Messica Jessica.
Messica Jessica's over there.
I mean, she owns it at least too, you know?
I do.
So-
That makes it probably even more weird that she owns weirdness.
Yeah.
It's like, I am maxed out on weirdness.
I'm glad I could do that.
I am writing my memoirs, right? And I just this last week wrote a piece, a chapter about this move that I made from St. Louis to San Antonio. Mm-hmm. I look back at that, and when I close my eyes and I remember all of these old memories, right? I remember going to the VP fair with my best friend Marty, and I remember, playing in the woods outside in the backyard, or beyond the backyard. I remember, my first kiss, and I remember this thing that happened and that thing that happened, and New England Village and their pool and going to parties over there, right? So I remember all of these things, but since that move, and I don't want to use the word traumatic because I feel like everything is that I've done kind of makes me who I am, right? Mm-hmm. I don't look at it as a traumatic experience. However, it did color, because I had to cut everything off essentially at that point on, it colored all of those memories this bittersweet blue, right? So now I look back and I'm remembering, driving down 55 and hanging out with my dad when he came home with a cockatiel that he found on a roof, which was super weird and crazy, and I'll tell that story a different day. But I have all these memories, and I sit there and think about them, and when I'm trying to imagine them, they're like blue. They're bittersweet. Mm-hmm. They're very just deep memories that I'm extremely happy about. Mm-hmm. But I am also depressed, right? And I think just that feeling is adulthood.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good way to explain it.
You are consistently bittersweet. You remember the great things. I remember my grandma, and she would be walking around the house and she'd be smoking her cigarette, and I would tell her to ash it because the ash was 4 inches long.
Why were grandmothers all like that? Collectively.
And so she'd be walking around and I'm like, you need to ash your cigarette, it's going to get on the carpet. And so she's like, it's fine. But then she would go and make me Longhorn cheese and crackers and sit me down in front of Nick at night. But I also remember going to her funeral. Mm-hmm. Okay. These bittersweet memories, though, they just kind of color everything. I'm not going to say it makes it hard. It makes it hard if you dwell on them, right? For your relationship with your sister, right? If you sit there and go, oh man, I just miss her, but all day,
right? Then
life is going to be hard, right? Mm-hmm. The ability of growth comes from being able to look at those scenarios and that
I was just a little too deep
experience.
Right now. I'm over here thinking into the sunset. I'm like, goodness gracious.
Well, it's that experience that makes you who you are, and that's where the growth happens, is in that pain.
Sure.
Right? So when you moved from Michigan, right, you had 37 years of memories. Mm-hmm. And I would venture to say you're still a little bit of a baby in the 1 year mark, right, of being down, and still.
Oh, yeah.
Do you still have idealistic views of, oh yeah, when I go back, it's great, and it's kind of slip right back into my role? And
so I actually just went back a couple weeks ago. It's the third time I've been back in the year, and I will say, like, I now have like a newfound respect for people that do travel back home for like quick visits, like 4 days, 5 days, or whatever, because it's very hard. You feel like leading up to it that you want to do all these things, see all these people, and it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. So I think the first trip back kind of reset that expectation, and then I let go of that expectation completely, and I was like, okay, I'll just tell people when I'm going to be there and let them come to me or not come to me. No ill will, no hard feelings, no like, I can't believe you didn't see me, like nothing whatsoever. Like life is life and it's happening. And the primary reason why I go is like to visit my daughter and really my like nieces and siblings. So that being said, like when I do go back, I don't think there's any slipping into anything that's the past. Just the way that I operate and my brain is like, this is how people will say like, oh, the next chapter or the next whatever. Like this is my next chapter, and all the chapters before needed to exist and happen in the order that they did for me to be here today. And I believe strongly that the chapters that are yet to be written are going to be some of my best chapters yet. And so I'm very grateful for those first chapters. I'm very grateful for where I am today. And when I look back and think to go home, I don't even call it home anymore. It like took no time at all for me to be like, but that's not my home. I don't think that there is a slipping back into, because I don't envision myself in that space anymore. But I can't let myself either, because if I did, then I would go, I know myself well enough, I would go down that rabbit hole of being just very sad. And I really like the way you described the sadness and the bittersweet, and then still having the hard, painful like type memories, because that is like all encompassing. Something that you at 24, not faux, don't fully have yet. And I mean this with all the love and respect. It's just literally like years take time, and you have to have those experiences and years to build to get to this point where you can look back and like, that's how it really, really, really is. But it is, it's a different dynamic when you come down and you're like, okay, it's not just I moved and so my space is different, or I moved and it's, hotter, or there's no snow or whatever. It's like I moved and my entire identity kind of had to shift as well.
Yeah.
The culture of this place is completely different.
The move with cutting everybody, it's not really cutting them off, because I always did then remember St. Louis as home.
Yes.
Right? And I treated it as home almost through all of my high school career.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm going to move back to St. Louis. I want to buy my house again, right? I want to live there because that's where I grew up. And I would go back 3-4 times a year, and I would go back for the homecoming, right? Because I still had a bunch of friends who were in high school. So I'd go back for their homecoming and then see all my old friends, right? Hang out. I would
Jessica
go back
didn't even do that, dude. That's weird.
Well, but I was
go back
still
to the high school homecoming when I was in my
I was in high school.
age that
I was a sophomore.
Oh, dude, I'm thinking of like, dude,
No,
what's wrong?
I was 13 when I
Last
moved.
year,
I'm
he
30
went to
years
the
old. I'm 30 years old, still
homecoming
going to homecoming
No.
every year. I'm like, even Jess doesn't do that, dude. That's a whole new level.
I'm McConaughey.
But I also get to be that
I
like.
mean, even though that dude, I wouldn't consider weird. He's cool in that.
He's not weird. He's 30,
I like
hitting on
McConaughey
college
and Days of
chick.
Confused, man.
High school
But
chick.
I'm thinking of you like showing up in your Letterman, 30 years old.
No.
Yeah, homecoming's for me, I'm coming back home.
No, I was 15, 16, right? And going to their
makes
dances,
sense.
still
Yeah.
friends with all those people.
Of course. I did
right?
that when I switched high schools as well.
Right. So then slowly, though, that started to taper off, right? And what I learned in that experience, but more when I learned when I moved to Nebraska for college, is I would come back home and people were like, hey, you should come over now that you're back in town and come over and hang out with us. We're going to go out drinking. We're going to go to the bar. We're going to do whatever, right? I just drove 14, 15 hours to get close to you. And people would go, great. Hey, can you drive another 5?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm going to go to this place. And I used to do it, right?
Yeah.
So I used to go to those places and I used to meet the people. And then I found out pretty quickly that they were just living their lives, right? I was the intruder. So I was now the outsider coming back and going, okay, where are we at now? I'm going to pick up where I left off. I realized pretty quickly in that transition from Nebraska to San Antonio that is not the way that things work. It's not the way it's ever going to work. And I had to put in a rule, kind of like yourself, right? I went 15 hours. If you want to see me, I'll be here.
Right.
I'm literally 3 miles down the road.
Right.
And I'm available.
Right.
Whenever you want.
Right.
So, not that you hate the people. Not that you
No.
want them out of your life.
No.
You just... there's an old saying, you can never go home again.
Mm-hmm.
And until you make those big moves, you'd never truly realize what that means.
Right.
That home that you left a year ago continued without you. When you're young and idealistic, you think, oh, I'll just slip right back in, right? Being older, I now go, there is no slipping back in.
No. But we're all the main characters in our own storylines, and that's a big part of it. Like, our friends and
It's
our
not entirely
families-
true. I'm the main character in most people's storylines.
Well, you're the main character in mine, but I didn't want to, like, inflate your ego.
I'm the main
So-
character in Ashton's, too.
Obviously, that's apparent.
I dream about Brad every day.
I know. I don't take it that far.
Oh, I do.
I just ask myself, what would Brad do?
Yes.
Anywho, no, I think because we are very much the main characters in our own stories, you know, everything is through the filter of our opinions and feelings and interactions. It's easy to forget that we're the side quest pieces in everybody else's life. Like, we're not the main character. We're like, you know, the comedic humor or whatever.
I
you know?
think I choose to forget that I'm not the
Well, I think it's no. I
You're
think
the
it's
traveler.
Like, it's good to be that way, though. It's
Yeah.
good to be mindful that that's not how it is, and I think that's why you think you can slip back in because you forget that. Like, that's just not how it is. But also, like, who you were then, like when you're going back and you're just trying to slip in, also completely ignores the fact that you're not even that person anymore. So what are you slipping even into?
Yeah, that's a
like
good
you don't
point.
even fit there because that's not you anymore.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't really work like that.
I want to say thank you to you, Jess, for being on the show.
For existing.
Thanks, Mayor Ashton, for your wonderful address and
Yes.
teaching us how to use zippers.
And thank you, Brad, for being a pain in my ass. But
Well, that's what I'm here
for being
for.
the devil's advocate, I feel like to everything that was
I
said.
like being a devil's
I
advocate.
like
he
the
likes to.
devil's advocate.
He likes to. Even on things that he agrees with, he's like, no, not for the show.
I'm not entirely sure what a devical is, but
Who said devical?
You
Oh, devil's advocate.
did it again so effortlessly.
That's right. I said it. I was like, oh, I probably
thanks
did get it.
both of
Devil's
you.
advocate.
Thank you.
And thank you for
being
coming on,
ridiculous.
Jess.
Thank you,
Yes.
Jess. You have a podcast.
I do.
Which is called
Brutally Millennial.
When
You
does
can
it
check
come
it
out?
out.
It comes out on Monday.
And it's on
Oh, wait.
what?
Delayed.
What's Monday? What's the date
Monday
for that
would be
Monday?
the-
It'll be out when this comes
Monday
out.
would be the
Yeah, it'll be out whenever
Monday
they
would
listen
be
to
the
this.
Yeah, the 8th. And it's on everything. Spotify, Apple, the website. That
She
is
might bring us on.
brutallymillennial.com.
What's-
I will bring these gentlemen on because they're funny.
And Brutally Millennial.
And they are
Brutally
It's about being a millennial.
It is. It's about
Brutally.
being a millennial. It's
And
about...
if you're a follower of her, you're called a brutalist.
Stop. We were talking about that.
That's what I said. Yeah, I was like, she's gonna have her following. They're gonna be called the brutalists instead of like millennials.
am
No,
so,
the brutalists.
Yes.
I am so in for that.
I came up with that. Yeah,
You
know
did.
that's
You
good.
did. That was a good one.
That
I was like,
good.
yes.
The brutalists.
But no, it is
All we have
brutally
is
millennial.
we only have our normies.
We have the
That's
Southwesterns.
cute, though.
The Southwesterns.
I like
Southwesterns.
normies.
That's a little
Normies
long.
is
Our
better.
swans.
The Swans.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh yes,
Swans.
that was it. The Swans.
Swans.
The normies.
All right. Brutally
Millennial. It is life through the millennial lens because I obviously very much am a millennial. So
love it.
talking about current events, talking about nostalgia, a lot of nostalgia. It's very heavy nostalgia.
Nostalgic. Sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
a
it
good time.
really? That sounds interesting.
I know.
I might listen.
You might. You should listen before you listen to yours.
You should check it out. Go check out Brutally Millennial.
Starting Monday, we're
The
already
8th.
going. So check out us.
It's fine.
The past Monday.
Swans, go be brutalists.
Go out, live your life. Don't be a traveler. Don't be a stranger to other people. Have just the best life that you can live. If you're traveling through someone else's life, just make sure to be good. Okay. Be kind. Rewind.
Stay loud.
Stay local.
Stay southwest of normal.
We'll see you guys.
Yeah. There. Southwest of normal.